Hey yo guys, we'll be back with another video. Today I will be reacting to... Hold up, I don't even know why I do this anymore. I don't know why I don't just go in, I'm on a 17-hour flight, but my Yandere ex-girlfriend is my flight attendant. Episode 1. This is made by ET Stories. Please don't copyright me. I looked at a lot of my old videos. I have a lot of copyright claims. We'll talk about that. Most of them are by the same people, but hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm 25 years old. I'm going to tell you some really weird stuff that I experienced over the past few months. Before I get into the details, though, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show us your support. So, it all started when I got a new job about 6 months ago. There was a reason that I resigned from my previous job. I used to date one of my coworkers named Natasha. It was all great fun until I found out her truth. She'd been lying to me the whole time. She wasn't even my coworker. In fact, she didn't even have a job.
What?
She had faked everything just to get close to me.
Dang.
I was really creeped out by how she was able to infiltrate the company and pretend to be an employee there. Honestly, it was partially our manager's fault. He was a lazy, absent-minded guy. It was only when the higher-ups paid us a visit that we got to know Natasha's truth. She really had all of us fooled. "Why did you even do that?" I asked her after everything was revealed. "Well, I'd been observing you for quite some time.
Whoa, that sounds
and I
a little
really
weird.
wanted to talk to you," she replied as if it was no big deal. "You see, I've always liked you, Matt."
Isn't that illegal?
"I still do." I took a step away from her. "Observing me? Were you stalking me, Natasha?"
Whoa.
"Wait, is Natasha even your real name?" "Yes, Natasha is my real name," she immediately said. "I know it looks like I stalked you, but trust me, I just wanted to get close." There was a whole lot of drama after that, and Natasha was even arrested.
Okay, I'm about to say, bro, I'm pretty sure
After
that's
talking
illegal.
it out with my colleagues and with the company's agreement, I decided to give her another chance.
See?
Not a chance as in dating her again.
Oh, okay.
No, that was out of the question. I let her go with a warning. "Don't ever try to follow me or talk to me again," I told her. "I'm kind enough to not sue you. Just get out of sight and maybe find a job. A real one." Well, that was the last time I talked to her.
Why didn't she just
She
try
had
to get
begged
hired?
and cried,
That's kind of
but
dumb.
I couldn't see myself with her. After that incident, I resigned from my job. That company was no...
I bet there would be already
It's
an ad.
just flawless, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I literally couldn't imagine a more beautiful...
Okay. Already seen that.
no good. Natasha had been there quite some time, and they didn't even know she was a fake. Plus, I was worried about my security.
I don't watch ads, but certain ads I get a little curious.
I decided it was better just to move and get a new job.
So I watched a little bit of it.
And that's how I got this job, at a multinational company. My boss, Ruby, was a really good-looking, smart woman. She was nothing like my previous manager, and that gave me a lot of relief. She was strict with deadlines and performance, and could be gentle and kind when needed. What I'm trying to say is that she had all the qualities of a boss, and I really liked her. I mean, not romantically, of course.
Ah, okay.
My job was treating me really well, and all my coworkers were warm.
Bro! Now, I know people, sometimes can't think of designs, but you realize he is literally looking at himself. They literally copied and pasted. Nothing is different. Eyes, everything. The only thing that they switched was his shirt. And yet then, they might as well made the shirt all black. All they did was make one part black, one part white or gray, whatever color that is. I'm pretty sure it's white. Like, bro, what was the point of that, bro? Come on. Y'all could have made any...
and welcoming. One of my colleagues,
Y'all could have made any other character.
was really kind to me in particular. She'd made sure that I didn't face any problems in learning the new stuff and even helped me mingle with the others. It was because of Olivia that I often went to dinners with my colleagues after work.
Yep, I know I probably
She
wouldn't.
would always invite me. And when I wasn't able to join her for some reason, she would wait for me.
Ooh.
Yes,
She likes
this
you,
is
bro.
exactly what it looks like. I think it's safe to say that both of us liked each other, but neither of us ever admitted it out loud. I wasn't ready for a relationship anyway. My memories of Natasha were still fresh in my mind, and I wanted to spend some more time with Olivia before getting into anything serious.
Respect.
One day, Ruby called me to her cabin and told me that I was to join her for a business trip. Sure, I replied. Who else is coming? She frowned at me. No one. But if you want, we can bring one more employee. Well, I wasn't about to let that opportunity pass. I suggested Olivia's name. Ruby gave me a weird look. Why her? She asked seriously.
Whoa.
Because she was the one who mostly helped me with the reports and presentations. So she knows the best.
She likes him,
I said nervously. Ruby nodded. Okay, fine then.
She expected him to say a guy.
Is how 2 days later we were seated on a 17-hour flight together. I realized something was wrong the moment I arrived
That's why she
at the
acted
airport.
like that.
We were taking a company's private airplane. So there was no one else in the flight besides Ruby, Olivia, the air hostess, and me.
Right there,
Awkward doesn't even begin to cover.
Be wrong, but that looks like her, bro.
I was stuck in a seat between Ruby and Olivia. We had to sit like that because we had to discuss some things on the documents.
I was about to say, I couldn't sit anywhere.
This was hella uncomfortable. Not to mention, I couldn't spot a single guy on the flight.
Dang.
And the air hostesses were super flirty. One of them came to ask us if we wanted anything. She brought everything that I had asked for, but when Olivia asked for something, she refused rudely.
Damn.
So, how about a sandwich? Olivia asked her. You just brought one from Matt.
Come on,
sure you have more.
At least it's one of those your video will begin instead of your ad will
Sorry,
end.
That was the last sandwich we had.
No, it wasn't.
The hostess replied. Ruby snorted. Looks like you'll have to starve, Olivia. My eyes
She did that on purpose, bro.
Why was Ruby being like this?
She did that on purpose.
I shook my head and offered my own sandwich to Olivia. She refused at first, but had to take it when I insisted. Ruby rolled her eyes and ordered her own food.
I told you,
The hostess didn't refuse this time. It was clear that she was afraid of the boss. But seriously, what the hell was happening? Was this even allowed?
Yeah, bro, come on.
A few hours later, Olivia fell asleep on my shoulder. Ruby noticed and gave her a very displeased look.
Told you. That's why she didn't want him to come.
That's
why she wanted it to just be me, those two, so she can get closer with him. You know, get some of that. You know what I'm saying? And then when he was gonna bring somebody, she didn't think it was gonna be a girl. She thought it was just gonna be. She thought it was gonna be like one of his guy friends. She didn't think it was gonna be a girl. She was like, okay, he's probably just gonna want to bring one of his, his friends along. Understandable. She didn't expect it to be a girl. But when it was a girl, you saw how she reacted? Oh my god.
Olivia?
I'm awesome.
I asked her. It seems like you're not too fond of her. Ruby averted her gaze and stared out the window. Let's just say I don't exactly get along with her. I didn't ask anything else. It seemed like they shared a history, and I didn't want to ruin the mood right now. Later, the air hostess, whose name I didn't bother to memorize, came back with a tea. She was passing the cup to Ruby when Olivia suddenly pushed her hand and the tea spilt all over
so
Ruby.
It didn't slip.
She
That's
shrieked
realistically her pushing
I gave
it, so
her
it
a
wouldn't be
panic
her
look.
slipping.
Oh God, you need to wash up with cold water or it'll burn, I said, and immediately got up to lead her to the washroom.
Yeah, that's hot tea.
Olivia grabbed my hand before I could leave, though. I turned to her in question. Where are you going? She asked.
So?
I think Ruby can clean up the mess herself, so why don't you sit down? Was she for real?
Yeah,
Ruby glared at her and left for the washroom while I stared at Olivia
first
in
degree,
disbelief.
I think that's second
Did you
degree
do
burns.
That on purpose?
Second degree burns, right?
I asked.
That's first or second. She would have first or second degree
innocently.
burns. I forgot which one it was
You spilled the tea on purpose, I said. I was watching everything. You raised your hand unnecessarily. Olivia shrugged. Maybe I did it on purpose. But so what? Didn't you see the way she was mocking me earlier? I was just giving her what she deserved.
Good point.
How old are you, Olivia? I exclaimed in disbelief.
How old is your
What
boss?
you just did was really immature.
What she did was
I don't
also
know
immature.
what's going on between the two of you, but you could have ended up seriously hurting her.
Good point. That is worse than what she just did. Yeah, good point. Good point.
She'd always been so kind and angelic.
That's burns right there.
Now
That's
I was
just
seeing
you
a
not having
completely
food.
different side of her. Why do
Good
you
point.
care? She muttered. What? Why do you care whether she gets hurt or not? She asked. It's called basic humanity, I replied. But seriously, it feels like I'm wasting my time talking to you. By then, Ruby returned.
She did that on purpose.
She had changed her dress.
Stop it.
I asked her if she was okay, and she nodded. And then she turned to glare at Olivia. I will let this one go, Ruby said. But if you ever pull that kind of stunt again, I will fire you without a second thought.
Oh, and
you better learn to differentiate between your personal and professional matters.
Yeah.
While all of this was happening, the hostess who brought the tea was standing in a corner smirking to herself. I shot her a look and she immediately sobered up. I'm pretty sure she would have spilled the tea herself, even if Olivia hadn't pushed her. What a weirdo. I couldn't wait for this flight to end. We weren't even halfway, and I was already exhausted. I don't know when I dozed off, but when my eyes opened, I saw that Olivia and Ruby had moved to different seats.
They did not want to be
near each other. I finally had some breathing space. I was about to do some stretching when an air hostess walked up to me.
I told you I caught it.
Hi, Matt. Long time no see.
I caught it,
she said. I looked up to see her face, and my body completely froze.
Okay, well, please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. If you want me to continue this right here where my mouse is at, type in the comments.